Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and welcome to Anchoring Your Light with Jean, Joan, and Scott. Hello, Scott, Scorpio, Sun, Tarot.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Jean. Hi, Joan.
Hello, Wisdom Seeker, Joan.
Hi,
Oh, let
everybody.
me get rid of the echo. Sorry.
Sure.
That was me.
Great to be here.
It's so nice to see everybody and welcome in everybody in the chat. Thank you all for being here. We know there's so many places you could be on a Saturday, and it's like very, very, you could be at so many different places. We really appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. Lisa, so cute. Hi, Lisa. I see your question. And Pala is here and Della Maya is here. Aw, that's so sweet. So, you guys, I wanted to let you know that I was on with Scott, or I'm sorry, Mark the Spirit Whisperer earlier today, and we had an amazing show together. As well as yesterday, I was on with Tara Stash and doing mediumship. That was really very profound as well. I was together with Linda from Butterfly Readings, and she went cross country and traveled 7,000 miles across the US,
Wow.
went to 11 different states and in 28 days. And she met all these different people along the way. She met Allie, she met Sarah, she met um, Judy, and she met a couple other people, but it was so amazing. And I really lived vicariously through her post. She posted her pictures as she was going along. It was so much fun. So I invited her and wanted to go through her pictures and have her tell the story for everybody. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. It was it's the little things sometimes, you guys. But I think that she
Yeah.
really enjoyed it as well. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Pooja. Nice to see you. Yes, thank you for putting your questions in caps. Thank you for all of your emojis. And Scott, you have another show coming up later today. What do you have coming up?
I have three more coming up today. I have at 5 o'clock, and this is all Eastern Standard Time. Sabrina, the Tree of Life Guidance, will be on my channel. And then at 8 o'clock, Gigi from Spirit Readings from Gigi will be on my channel at 8. And then at 11, I'll be doing this slumber party on Sherry's channel. So it's a
Oh,
busy day,
okay.
but it's fun.
Yeah. And that slumber party is very popular.
Yeah, we get a lot of people in there. Like sometimes there's over 100 people in the chat. So you wouldn't think at 11 o'clock at night, you would get that many people, but she draws them in. So
It's a lot of fun. I watch it the next morning sometimes.
yeah.
I can't help it. And Wisdom Seeker Joan, what's coming up for you?
I don't have a lot coming up until June 5th when you and Gerald of Tarot Stash and I are doing Enlightened Insights. So I'm always look forward to that. That's a fun get together. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and you
until
and
then,
I
I'm enjoying that it's lilac season in Minnesota and the lilies of the valley are out. So it feels, I'll try to send all the good scents through the airwaves your way.
lilies of the valley are so very delicate. That's beautiful. And does that grow? Are the hyacinths? Is that what they were behind you? What are
Um,
they?
those are lilacs.
Oh, and is that a tree or a bush? I don't
It's a
know.
big bush, and I've got a
Okay.
couple different varieties of them, and these are the later blooming ones. So yeah, it's fun to have big bouquets of them all over the house.
And don't they regrow?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I got a real quick story if you don't mind me sharing.
go for it.
So I was with my mom and we were going to her old house and just to let her see around and what it looked like now. But we stopped by her neighbors, and her neighbor was there, and it was a woman who she went to school with, like elementary school. So it was right next door, and she's like, "Do you see my lilacs?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, they're beautiful." And she had them all around, and she said, "Those are not my lilacs." She said, "Your great grandparents lived
Oh,
here, and your great grandmother, Bina, Albina was her name, and she went by Bina, planted the lilacs, and these are her lilacs. They come up
oh,
every year." So I asked her if I could have a little bit, and I took them back home.
sweet.
But that was just a precious memory that I'll never forget
Oh,
because of
wow.
lilacs. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I love that too. Just like the lilacs and more are those ancestors are all there for us. Yeah.
Right.
Well, my house was built in 1907, and they probably put the bushes in then. So they've
Oh,
every
Oh, yeah.
every now and then you have to like chop them all the way down so that they'll bloom more, but that's a hard thing to do. So, well, they're still blooming, so that's just fine.
wow. That's amazing. So nice. Thanks for sharing that with us. Very nice. And thank you everybody for being here. Lisa is here, and MC Boo is here, and Debbie Almond Hatch is here. Hi, Debbie. And Cindy and Sanitas is here. Nivra. Um, so nice to see you. Lisa Alden is back. Lisa was on earlier with Mark and I. We gave her a, a reading and then some, because the readings that just keep on going, keep on
Mhm.
going.
And then,
But it was a good question, and I think a lot of people found it value in it or meaning in it, because a lot of us are in that a similar situation, and it's good. It's so there was just a lot, and we didn't mean to pick on you there, Lisa, but it was good.
She said, "Which Lisa? Haha, not me."
Yeah, no, it wasn't Lisa. Is three is or whatever. Um, it was the other one. Hi, Kari VT. Nice to see you. It it was Lisa Alden. It was Lisa Alden that she inspired us to really, share messages from spirit that were, more overall for a lot of people, a lot of different situations, you know. But it
I
was
love when that happens, when it's
really
applicable to more people. Yeah.
good. But Mark and I were just like, and and Lisa's like, thank you. She said it was awesome. That's funny. You're a good sport, Lisa. No, it was good information, but then we kept, giving more for instances, It was funny. That happens sometimes. And Dora Flores is here, and Marilla is here. Soul Chef Antonia. Wow. Do you have your own channel, Soul Chef Antonia? If you don't, you should. Maybe you should. That's what I feel for you. They say
Mm,
we're psychic up here, right, guys?
Right.
yeah.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. All right, I'm just going to pick somebody and get started. And so nice to see everybody. Let's see where we can get started. Oh, Nivra is first up on the choice there, and then after Nivra is Lisa is 3Z.
That is
So
Purple
Nivra.
Lisa, as we call her in my chat.
Oh, it's purple. Lisa is okay. Well, that's easier than trying to figure out what that spells. Naira says, "Will I be able to actually live with my husband in a third country before summer? And is Portugal still a good option?" Hmm. So Scott, are you able to go first and then we'll just go around in a circle?
Sure.
Okay. That would be helpful.
Hi, Nivra. The first card I got for you is the Three of Stars. In this deck, they are Pentacles. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles is saying with some help, you probably could live with him in a third country before summer, but you would need some help, some other assistance, some other support in order to get there and stay there for a little while. Then I've got the Ace of Pentacles or Stars. So this is great. This just means things are going to work out for you, and you've got good physical or materialistic things coming in, something new. So then you got the Five of Pentacles. So these are all Pentacles or Star cards, which is a lot of physical things happening to you. And I think that this is saying that you may feel a little bit lonely there, but just remember there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And then I'll got my new moon cards out, or just the moon cards for the new moon today. And you got confidence is your key to success. So yeah, your confidence in getting rid of the loneliness is going to be key to thriving there. So knowing that you're not alone. And then you got the crow moon. Whatever was hidden is coming to light. All right, so you got some stuff to discover about your situation, and some curiosity is not bad as well. And you can see the crows up here as messengers. So there's some stuff that hasn't come to light yet that is going to. But I think for the first part of the question, you can, but it would be I would just be cautious in the third world country. Okay, that's what I got.
Wonderful. And when I was picking cards on it, I got the on whether you'll be able to live with your husband in a third country before summer. I got the moon too, a different kind of moon, but it was sort of the same message. Some things haven't been quite discovered yet. When I first tuned in, Lisa, on the first question of will you be able to live with your husband, I got yes, but I got both. I got first a clock ticking, like a pendulum clock. The time is a little running out. And then I heard the song, Time is Tight, which I just love. It's kind of an old 60s song. And so that was just two different ways to say, tick tock, if you're going to do it, make plans now. And maybe some of those things that were sort of hidden by the moon will become apparent. Also, when I picked other cards, I got the Wren, be bold and confident, use all your resources to create your dreams. So you can still do it, but you have to kind of jump in and be as aggressive as a Wren. And then I got the Guardian Angel who said, ask for support. So if you're going to do this, you'll, ask for support and be bold and confident and call on all your resources and you can make it happen. Then when I asked about, is Portugal still a good option? My pendulum sort of went in a circle for a while, and then it said yes. But when I drew cards, I got the Archangel Haniel, who says, trust your vibes. So if you're, as you do your research and make plans and all of that, just kind of tune in, and your guardian angel and your guides will help you make that final decision. How about you, Jean?
What's wrong with my? Can you guys see me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're in the middle.
Sorry, it was blued out for me for some reason. That was new. So anyway, I concur with Joan. I feel as though it's important for you to ask for help, and it's going to be a collaborative effort. And it's not something that, well, it would go a lot easier if you ask for help and get others to help you and let others know what your needs are and ask for I don't know if there's advocates or, you know, people who help you in that type of situation. Um, I don't know where that would land, but definitely ask for help and somebody who knows how to make these type of arrangements or has this type of information for you. Um, you know, like a living abroad expert or something, or advisor, something like this. I do feel as though you will receive what it is that is most important for you to experience, which means I can't say for sure that this will happen, but I do feel that everything will work out in your highest good. So, whatever that will look like, I don't know what it will look like, but it will be in your highest good. And I do feel as though you will have a home, a happy home, and you will have love. Where it is, when it is, with who it is, I can't, those specifics are for you to determine, but I do see those energies of what it is that is meant for you will come to you, and that you will feel this sense of family, home, togetherness. This is the sense, these are the feelings. And I encourage you, and I know it's absolutely just maddening sometimes figuring out all of those details. Try and let go of the how. Try and let go of which country and what time. Just say, I know we'll be together again. I know we'll live happily ever after together in our new beautiful home. Leave the details up to spirit and allow for these things to come in, these opportunities to come up. If you're like this, Portugal, 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 and then something else comes over and you're not drawing the energy, you want to just say, I know that we will be together wherever and whenever it is at the highest good for everybody concerned. And believe in that, and almost try to allow those, when you do your prayers, obviously you have to make detailed decisions in order to find out where to go. However, keep an open mind, be flexible. And I know that it's important to have a direction, but find out from people where it might be easiest, and try and think of a place that may not be the final destination, but just a destination for now, and then final destination. You know what I mean? Um, Work on being together. Work on uh, creating that family and home wherever it is the easiest and quickest possible way. And then from there, find out where you can go for a more permanent situation. Because I think that might help you in your journey. So that's what I have for you, sweet Nivra. All the best to you. I know it must be just maddening trying to figure all that out.
Yeah. This or something better, whatever your prayer is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. You're welcome. And Purple Lisa, are you still here? I think she might be. And then after Purple Lisa is Carrie VT. Carrie VT. Thank you, Lisa.
Jean, Jackie's asking if you got Darla's question. I don't see it on your stars there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check. While you're reading, I'll check. All right. So Lisa says, I'm going to get this. Am I going to get this blue Ford tomorrow? Oh, it's a new car. Good for you. Thank you, Carrie. I see you.
Okay, so Purple Lisa, this is probably not what you want to hear, but I have to go by what the cards are saying, and I've got to know for tomorrow. There's going to be something else better for you, I feel like. This is the Seven of Coins or Seven of Pentacles. This is the Patience card, so this is not right now. All right, and then you got the Four of Cups, which is an opportunity is there. You just haven't seen it yet. So this is a not right now as well for me. And then you got the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is it can be deceit or someone, not telling you the truth about the car. So just beware and be cautious about the car. Don't be paranoid, but be cautious. And I'm not sure that it's the right one. But I did get the Moon Sparkle card for you, and it says a wonderful surprise is in store for you. So you do have something good that is coming your way. And then you got the new moon in Taurus, which is now, I believe, the new moon is in Taurus today. And it says, know your worth. So know how much you're worth, but know how much the car is worth too, is what I'm getting. Okay, so, or the vehicle. I don't know if it's a car or truck or what it is. But that I would just be very cautious, Lisa, about this tomorrow.
I was getting kind of the same thing. When I used the pendulum, it was, are you going to get the Ford tomorrow? And it said no. And I said, are you going to get the blue Ford at a later date? And it said no. And then I asked, are you going to get a different card? Yes. So I went to the cards and I got the Three of Pentacles. And usually we think about this as these master craftsmen trying to sell their wares. But this time I think this should be you to be the one that's being sold to, the person who's doing the buying, to be very careful to look over the goods and make sure it's what you want. But then I also got the Meadowlark. Smile, you'll soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. So I think this too is maybe this is something you need to go through to feel more confident about doing this. I'm trying to buy a car for my son or help him buy one too. And it's not always comfortable to do that. So I think this will, by going through this process, it's going to make you feel more self-confident in yourself in making these difficult, and big financial decisions. And I also got the Archangel of Grace who says more flow, less hustle. So to just kind of tune into spirit and let the good vibes flow, whether they say yes or no on this particular purchase. But I hope you can come back and tell us how it goes. These are always, we're always glad after we make the purchase and it's done. So yeah, all the best. How about you, Jean?
So I don't see it tomorrow. There's something in the way for the timing, but keep your dreams open for the blue Ford. And if it's not this blue Ford, it may be another blue car. I do feel as though tomorrow, I feel like it may be a missed opportunity, but don't take my word for it. Definitely, go for it. But there's something about either a missed opportunity or it's not the right time, something about the timing. So take it with a grain of salt there, Miss Purple Lisa. And that's what I have for you. You know what? I'm sorry, Scott. I was trying to find that other reading when you were reading, and I didn't get a chance to make you big so that they could see your. Okay. All right. Yeah.
No problem.
But I'll try and find it. So Carrie VT is next, and then I will try and find that other one still. All right. Carrie says, should I proceed with my plans to fix the house despite the economy?
Okay, so I got yes, but I actually got 2 yeses and 1 no. The yes card, the first one is a major, so I'm going to go with that yes. This is the judgment card, and this is just saying that you need to be fulfilling your life purpose. And so whatever makes you happy or makes other people happy, if that's what your life purpose is, then put that towards everything you do. And that's including plans to fix the house. So I think because you put that in the first option as plans to fix the house, I think that is part of your life purpose. And I think you should do that. It might not be the best smooth sailing in the world because you got the Seven of Swords as well. This is deceit. So just make sure that you, when you're fixing it up, that you're getting the best offers and the best deals. And then I got the Queen of Cups, though. So the Queen of Cups is giving and receiving. And so she has plenty in her cup. It's all the way full because she has, invested in self-love and self-care. So do those things that matter to you. And I think you should go ahead with it. I did get focus on the positive as well as the waning crescent moon, a time for introspection and rest. Okay, preparing for the new cycle ahead. So make sure you're ready. Self-care, self-love, like I said, with this Queen of Cups, is going to bring in good things for you. I'm going to say proceed, but be a little bit cautious.
Yeah, I was getting the same thing, to go ahead with it cautiously, and to realize that, to just be very well. Okay, I'll start with the cards. I got raise your vibration. This is the Archangel of Victory. Raise your vibration. So if you go into this worried about, oh, am I going to be able to afford this? Is this the right thing to do? Make that decision, and then if you decide to go forward, raise your vibe and just keep thinking about how fabulous this is going to be and how much I'm going to enjoy living here for the rest of the time that I'm living here. And it might be, renovations are always, they have challenges too. But if you keep your vibe high and keep your eye on the prize and that vision of how you want it to be in the end, that's going to help facilitate the whole thing, both the actual demo and construction process, and then just the financial go-arounds too. I also got the duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. So I think that refers to what Scott was saying too about making sure that you take a close look at contracts and that you trust these people and have talked to people that they have worked for before. But I think it's going to be good for you, and it might be like a financial new beginning. It will raise the value of your property too. So that's another way of benefiting from this. But yeah, just keep your vibe as high as possible and forge ahead. Don't second guess yourself too much once you made the decision. How about you, Jean?
Thank you. So, trying to make this a little not in your faces. Okay, so Carrie, should I proceed with my plans to fix the house? What I got for you is there's many options. You do have many options. So you can do small renovations. Don't let it overburden you. Don't take on too big of a project that you may feel, stuck in the middle of. It's like opening a can of worms, they say. If you take down a wall, you never know what's behind the wall. But do the smaller projects. You have a lot of different options. Keep your options open. And I do feel as though it is going to be a good investment, but it's not going to be overtaxing or over productive. I think that, playing it safe, but I do see you have a lot of options. You don't want this to burden you, and you want to just make sure that you move at a safe pace. And that's what I got for you. Just sounds like logic here, but that's what Spirit is saying too. So good for Spirit, right? All right.
And if it's worth anything at all, I had to look up because I couldn't remember the name of the song. The first thing I got when I tuned in was Luther Vandross singing "A House Is Not a Home." So look through those lyrics. Maybe that means you're going to be here for a while, and then there's a romantic thing, and you're going to move, or I don't know. But there's this other feeling of on someone else coming in too. Anyhow, that's further down the road, but Luther's, just listen to Luther and he might have a little message for you.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you. And I just wanted to show everybody that Soul Chef Antonia said, "Wow, I was on my first podcast yesterday. You are amazing." Because I said, "Do you have your own show? You
Yeah.
need your own show." That's great that you were on your first podcast. I hope it went well. And yeah, everybody needs a new chef on the platform for sure.
Cool.
And I do have Dora Flores, and Dora Flores says, "Scott, some guidance in my personal life." Oh, and Carrie says, let me just go with Carrie real quick. She says, "Thank you, Joan, Jean, and Scott. Makes sense. Thank you. Playing it safe, but for going on with some care. Interesting about the house is not a home." Wow. Mm, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so Miss Flores, Dora Flores. Hi, Miss Flores. Um, Guidance about her personal life. Is this about relationships, Scott? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not sure.
Dora, can you just let us know if this is a little bit more about relationships, personal life? I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could put if you are single or not in the chat, that would help as well, Darla, if you're still here.
Oh, it's Darla. Sorry, I was saying Doris.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and start reading though, and we'll just get what we can out of that. I've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is balance, flexibility, and adaptability. So in your personal life, I would say just make sure that everything is balanced out: home, work, relationships, friendships, that you have that balanced out. If you overwork or overdo, things in a relationship, you can get messy. So you have to have a balance there. Then you got the Hermit card. So I think it's time for you to look inward and do a little bit of isolation and do like a spirit check and just make sure that you are on the right track. Your spirit life is very much connected to your personal life. So just make sure that your spirit life is going well, also. And you can do that by meditating, by, being in isolation for a little bit. You don't want to stay there, but just looking to see what needs to be changed, if anything. And then you got the Page of Cups or Chalices. And this is an over emotional card. So it's an abundance of emotions. So just know that the water is emotions. She's got a lot going on here. So, the best thing to do in this case is control your emotions and make sure that you are filtering your words out of love and filtering your actions out of love, and not just jumping as soon as you hear something and regretting, saying something or doing something that you should have taken more time to think about doing. And then I've got the full moon in Pisces. It says release emotional burdens and deepen your spiritual connection. Yes, that goes exactly with what the Page of Cups is saying, and exactly with what the Hermit is saying. Deepen your spiritual part and release some of that emotional part. Okay, and the last card I got for you is the Cold Moon. Hardest times leads to greater wisdom. So if you feel trapped or in a stagnation, just know that good things are coming, even in the cold or the dark, and it can lead to greater wisdom and new beginnings for you. At the end of hardship is a new beginning. So that's what I got.
Wonderful. When I tuned in, my throat chakra just lit up. So I'm thinking that however this moves forward, you're encouraged to, be tactful about it, but speak your truth. Don't don't just kind of hold back and agree with things they don't really agree with, or whatever. So to kind of be bold and speak up and let that be known. And I also went to the cards and saw, I got the Chariot, which often means things might be moving very quickly. And I got the Vulture, which means, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a new rebirth, or a rebirth to begin. So that, I kind of feel like that means don't be caught up like, oh, this is like the last guy I went out with, or the last person that I was seeing. Don't drag too much, integrate the wisdom that you've gained from previous experiences, but this is a new experience. Don't dig up old bodies. Don't dig up old bones. Is what I'm hearing. And yeah, so those are done. You've learned your lessons from those, and let's move on to something new. And then I also got the Archangel Jeremiah, who is saying, look for signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So that'll be like your, what do they say when you're like your wingman? Your spirit, your spirit guides and angels are your wingman, who will let you know, is this right for me? Is this not? So just kind of tune into that, and I think things will go well. How about you, Jean?
That was beautiful, Joan, and I concur. My reading is very similar to Joan's. I got the same thing. I got that that if it didn't work out, there's a reason why it didn't work out. I do feel as though there was some sort of betrayal that you just can't go back to. You can't overlook, you can't unsee, you can't unhear, you can't undo what was done because of the level of the betrayal. It's like you've given more chances, and each time they just go another step further. And it's not you, Darla. It's not you. It's not you. It's important for you to take that, whatever it happened, off of your. I know it takes two to tango. I understand that. But it's not you who did the betrayal. So I feel as though it just didn't work out. But I feel as though, you know, it was, you guys were maybe, yeah, I don't want to say too much, but it's important that if somebody is betrayed the situation, you just can't go back, because once you go back, you just can't. There is no trust there. And I know that the love may be there and the passion may be there, but it is not the passion for the behavior of how you're being treated. It's the passion is for what could have been, and it's not that anymore. So it's important to remove yourself from the situation. And like Joan, I do feel as though things are happening fast for you. It's almost like when I know this is not even close to it, but when I lost my job, it was because there was a new opportunity for me that I didn't even know was there. And I was so distraught. I was crying for days when I lost my job. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what am I going to do? And I happened on a job that I absolutely loved. I worked for a chiropractor. People were so friendly, so nice. And I was better at this new job because of me losing. I would have never found that job if I didn't lose the last job. So I know it's not the same, but if a relationship didn't work out, it's because there is a part of you that needs to flourish in a relationship that will work out. And it becomes uncomfortable and separates you, because you wouldn't have separated yourself from that situation if it wasn't for that. But I do see things happening very quickly for you, just like Joan said. And I do feel as though you're going to be more thoughtful, more careful, and more demand more integrity in order for you to take your next step. I do see you taking your next step, but I see you taking your next step in a safe and measured, as expected manner. You will find love again if this is about your relationship. We don't even know. We still don't know, I don't think. But that one I really felt, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's love is like one of the hardest. Life is hard. Being human is hard, you guys, and try and make the best of it. So let's see. I don't think I picked. Did I say who was next? I was so excited that I found Darla's question that I didn't. Alicia, Alicia, please say hi, and then after Alicia is Miss L. I do usually want people. So Alicia says, please may I have a mini reading or a message?
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, she's here.
Okay, hi Alicia. That's some good cards. The first one is the Four of Cups, and this is kind of missing an opportunity that's right there. So if you can just turn around and look in all directions for an opportunity that might be coming to you, you've got that coming to you, I believe. So because right in the middle of your reading is the World card. Now, this is arguably one of the best cards in the tarot. This is the end of a certain kind of cycle and then the beginning of a new, better cycle. So joy, success, completion, happiness, all these things are coming to you is what this card is saying, or can be yours. Okay, so just hold on to the positive and let things come in that want to come in, because I think there's a lot of good that wants to come in there. And then if you're not sure what's going to come in, manifest it. This is your ships are coming in here, and you are, manifesting what you want into your life. So keep bringing it in so that you'll be on this new cycle. And then I got for you, reflect on your priorities. Okay. And last quarter moon, a time to let go of what no longer serves you. Clearing away old burdens. Okay, so that's why you have this brand new start, is so you can get rid of some of these burdens and these things that don't serve you anymore. It could be a person, place, or thing, but whatever it is needs to go. And then you can have really good, a fresh new cycle coming in, and lots of good vibrations that will help you to be happier, I believe, in your life. So, and just reflect on your priorities. Don't forget that. And make sure you're doing, the little stuff that you need to. But I've got that you're, going through a new phase, and it's going to be really, really good.
Interesting. Some of what I got definitely dovetails with what Scott was saying. When I tuned in, what I saw were big blooms on a hydrangea bush, the old-fashioned kind of hydrangea bush that was just the big white blooms. And as I said, I live in a neighborhood of lots and lots of old houses. And when they built these houses, they put the lilacs in the back and then the hydrangeas in front. And so it was like hydrangeas. They're something you can count on, and they're always there. But nowadays, they have hydrangeas in every different color and all of that. But so anyhow, then I was getting the idea that you have choices, and to take your time, analyze everything, what's right for you. Do you have enough sun? What's the soil like? What's the acidity like, and everything? And it's like choosing the right thing that you can plant that can last for 100 years. And so here I was drawing cards. It's like, I think you might be in the period where you're trying a lot of ideas on whatever this is about. And there's competing ideas. Well, I could do this way. I really like the pink ones, but the soil needs to be very acidic there, and that's not going to work, and blah, blah, blah. So go through that process of discernment. And then when you do, this is the ostrich saying the choice is clear for you now, meaning you went through this and now you know what the choice is. Follow the wisdom and truth that you feel in your heart. That's the, and so don't put your head in the sand. Follow the ostrich feather saying, follow your heart. Do all the research, do all the analysis. How do I feel about this? And then make your choice and be happy with your choice. I got the Archangel of Clarity who says reflect, rest, reflect, and recharge. Because whatever this is that you're going through, it might be kind of an upheaval, or it's probably more significant than picking out a hydrangea. But it's this process of selection and analysis, making the decision, and then being happy about it. Oops, a different card. Being happy with your choice, living with your choice. Anytime you go back to like picking at a little bit, well, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, just say no. I'm happy. I did the analysis. I made my choice. My heart led me here, and be happy with it moving forward. What do you say, Jean?
Thank you, Joan. That was very passionate. I do feel as though that it may take some work, or there is work to be done, and it's not you can't just sit on your laurels and expect things to come to you or what you want to come to you. It's important that you take action and that you put in the effort and the desire and go after your dreams. I do feel as though you do have really, really good energy around you, and I feel as though that you will find balance and harmony in your life. And this is in different aspects of your life, but it's about what you bring to the table. And it's about, I do feel as though maybe you went to college and then maybe went further in another degree, and you're wondering, is all this going to pan out for me? And I know that it's, in this day and age, sometimes future is not really as dependable as it once was. But I do feel as though you will find harmony and balance. And it may look different to you than what you expected, but you will find that. So it's important, like I said, I think it was Nivra, to say your prayer or put in your intention, but try to leave out the details if you can, that you want harmony and you want balance. But it's not that I have to do this job that I went to school for. It's that I want to be successful. You know what I mean? And it would be in the best case scenario, but it may not look like that. So keep it open mind is all, because things are changing. And when things are changing, opportunities arise. And that's what we want. Okay. All right. Well, very good, Alicia. We just gave you a big reading. I don't know, but she's saying hairdressing, front of house. Do you know does that mean anything to you guys?
I'm wondering if that's what she's
that's what she wants to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do see that looks really good for you, Miss Alicia. And but thank you. Nice. As I speak, I create. That's right. Very good. Very wise. Very wise. It's a good thing to do. I have Miss L is next. And she said, any important messages? What if we just have an unimportant message?
All right. Hi, Miss L. The first card I got for you is the 10 of Pentacles. So I would say this is pretty important, knowing that you're going to have some abundance coming in. So there's also transformation with this butterfly right here. So I see a new transformation happening with abundance. She's got all the materialistic things that she needs. If it's not happening to you like that, then manifest it, because it wants to come in. So abundance wants to come in. And a good way to bring abundance in is gratitude. So being thankful for the things that you have already and for the things that you're going to get. And the next card I got is the Ace of Swords. A new opportunity is coming in for you to see clearly and have some clarity on. I also got the Two of Wands, and Two of Wands is planning. So this would be a great time for you to plan something new to come in, and maybe a vacation, maybe a trip. If you can't afford it right now, then you can still plan it. You can still, look up, where you would want to go and make plans and put that on your bucket list and manifest it. All right. And the next card I got for you, boundaries, the out of bounds moon. So make sure you do have your boundaries up. No is a complete sentence. Just know that, we have our boundaries so that other people do not step on them, but we ourselves don't need to step on them as well or step over them. And just making sure that you are, being careful with you. And self-care, self-love is coming in real strong for you as well. And that's anything, that has to, well, I had a card fall down. I think this is yours. It just came flying out. And there another one did. Interesting. I have cards flying everywhere. Okay. The next card that you got that came flying out is the first quarter moon in Taurus, and we're in a new moon in Taurus, by the way. And it says release control. So this is coming up soon. This is like to release your expectations, and after you manifest, let it go so the spirit can bring in even something better for you. And then you've got cool your emotions came flying out too. Full moon in Aries. So just make sure that you are controlling your emotions, filtering your words out of love. And yeah, I think that you've got this. You've got really good things coming to you. Just make sure your boundaries are up and strong. So that's what I got.
Love it.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Ms. L, when I tuned in on your question, I saw Washington crossing the Delaware. And I thought, I'm not quite sure why I'm seeing this, but then it kind of became apparent. In the famous painting, and I can't remember the name of the painter, we see Washington in the boat with all the people rowing from the side. But what I was seeing was from the viewpoint of one of the people who were rowing from the back. So he's the general, he's the leader, and then his men are in the back. And, if you didn't trust the people who are rowing, they could do all kinds of things and push you overboard or whatever. But no, he inspired them. They bought into his vision, and they were a team, and he was able to lead them. And so I kind of feel like this has to do with your relationship with a group of people, like whether this is your manager or a leader at work, a leader in your friend or family group. It's about either complimenting you on your leadership qualities or talking about enhancing them so that we're all a team, that we're all going to approach this together. And then the first card I got for you was the Four of Cups, this nostalgia card it's the one with the little children in it. And I think this means go back to the values that we were all taught about, treat everybody well, and all those wonderful things that we teach kids, and then we grow up and we become mean, horrible people, or at least some of us do. But kind of go back to those things that your mother taught you about be kind to other people. If you have something bad to say, just keep your mouth shut, or all that kind of thing. And that the kindness and gentility, that's going to come back to you, and that's going to make it so that people who are rowing you across the Delaware don't push you off the boat, and are there and inspired and will enhance everyone's experience, and it will be bigger. It'll end up being something bigger than all of you. The next card I got was the flicker. New rhythms are coming into your life. You're encouraged to trust and adapt. So that's this little woodpecker. And then I also got the Archangel Michael saying, step into empowerment. So I think drawing upon the lessons of kindness and goodness that we learned as kids, trying something new and having Archangel Michael behind you, good things are going to be happening for you. I feel like, yeah, be fair, be kind, treat other people the way you'd like to be treated. And this is going to be really powerful for you. And it's going to end up being beneficial to not only you, but to those around you too. How about you, Jean?
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful readings, you guys. Thank you so much. And Miss L, I say beautiful things for you at this point in time in your life. I feel as though you have a lot of blessings. You have a lot of things to count your blessings and to be grateful for, and to recognize this and appreciate this. They are saying to live in the moment and to drink this in, because this is the time that it's almost like you have already you already put in a lot of the work, and now you're in the enjoyment phase. I do feel as though you have people that respect you, people who love you, and um, and I think you have beautiful memories as well. I do see that the future is not yet certain for you or planned out, that you have almost like a blank canvas, and that you can create what you want out of your future. It's up to you. And I do feel as though um, with anybody, nothing's ever written in stone, and nothing is predetermined. It's all about free will and choices. So it's really at this point in time for you to take stock in this every moment of each and every day, and to have that as your reminder of not a job well done, but a life well lived, and to know that this is something that will carry you forward and determine what your future may be. It's all up to you. And the more you can be grateful for the moment and what you have at the moment, you will carry that energy forward in the future. That's what I have for you. Oh, and I didn't have Miss L up, but this was for Miss L. Thank you very much. You guys, I'm telling you, I'm like doing a 3-ring circus over here.
You're doing a great job. And when you said a life well lived, I just got full body chills. So yeah.
Interesting. So next I have Leora. And Leora says, hi, Jean, Joan, and Scott. Can I please ask what you see my soul's focus is right now? Any new things coming up around me that you might see of interest? I appreciate all your insights. Hi, Leora.
Hi, Leora. Okay, so I'm getting the first card is the devil, and of course this is not a mean, hairy person that's going to jump through your bed at night. This is, you just need to let go of something that is holding you back. Okay, so I think that your soul's focus should be on getting rid of things that no longer resonate, that are holding you back, that have you chained. The thing about these chains are that they are loose. So you can easily get free from these things, but the devil can be a person, place, thing. So whatever it is that's holding you back, let it go, so that your focus can be on better things like generosity and the Six of Pentacles. This is getting something or giving something to others, so reciprocity. And then I've got the Eight of Cups for you, and this is walking away from things that no longer resonate, right here with the devil. So this is telling me that you definitely do have something that needs to go. Okay, so, And then Leora, I've got the full moon in Aquarius, be real. So just make sure you're looking at all the beauty that is inside you, kindness, gentleness, tenderness, strength, all those things that you have inside you, and bring those out into reality. And if you haven't already, focus on those things. And how can you focus on those things when there's so many? Love. Focus on love, and those other things will come naturally to you. Okay, so anything around you that I might see of interest. The last card I've got is bring love into the situation. So this is what I was just saying about how you know are able to be real. You bring love into the situation, and that will make things real and make you real and make things a whole lot easier on your journey. And that's what I got, Joan.
Beautiful. I wasn't getting anything right away when I tuned in. So I went to the cards first, and the first card I got was the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, seven pentacles there. It's an abundant time, but this guy's kind of taking a break and just sort of not really resting on his laurels, but a little bit like, okay, that was a lot of work. Things are working out, but it's sort of this pause period. And then I got the Raven that said the universe is calling you to notice signs and synchronicities. And then I thought, okay, let's try and tune in again and just intuitively see what I could get. And I see why they didn't give me anything at first. I saw this guy picking up one of the pentacles and tossing it around like a frisbee and taking what you have now, no matter what it is now, and making the most of it. Finding joy and pleasure in what you have today rather than, when I get a house, when I get a boyfriend, when I get this, just like whatever it is that you have in your life today that you can be grateful for, go for it. And that's going to help, that's going to help you get through this period of, and will engender or grow more abundance in your life. And then I went back to the cards, drew my last card, and I got the Archangel of Joy. Prioritize play and pleasure. So whatever you can do to kind of have fun and to lift your vibe, it's going to be very beneficial in all areas of your life and just help draw in more prosperity and goodness. Jean, what did you get?
It was really beautiful, Joan. I'm like all over it. You're like stealing my reading.
Sorry.
Every reading. But don't you think it is not by coincidence that this is coming up. Have gratitude for what you have right now. Try not to resist or fight against things that are not worth the fight. Don't sweat the small stuff. Go with the flow. The world is your oyster. Don't try not to fret about the things that we cannot change. It is so very difficult to sit there and try it. We're not responsible for the woes of the world. We're responsible for ourselves, and not to try and take on too much. Don't try and, the world is for you. You have your life to live. Your soul wants to experience life on earth as you and your soul, regardless of the state of the world. You have a responsibility to allow that soul to express itself naturally. I do feel as though you are worried about finances, you're worried about home, and we all are. But they want you to have a good outlook on things and to move in balance and to proceed with caution, but also optimism and laugh and have fun, bring in games, play, do things that make you laugh and enjoy your life, because there is going to be war at some point in time in some place or location in this world somewhere. It's not going to be joyful in everybody's life all the time. And I know that it's easier said than done. But it's about persevering. It's about making the most of the moment. It's about counting our blessings and going with the flow, trying not resist and watch for those signs and synchronicities and relax and allow yourself to be guided. I think that this whole show, there was an overarching theme for all of this. I think it's really important. I know that everybody is holding on tight and uncertain, but these times of uncertainty is when miracles can really happen. And it's up to us to hold the light and to enjoy and have joy despite of the situation that is the way that it is right now. But thank you all very much for being here. You guys are just phenomenal. I love reading together. There is something very magical that happens when we read together, you guys. And just thank you. Thank you very much for being here, for your readings, your energy, for your patience with me. I really appreciate all of it. And all of you, all of moderators are extraordinary, just the best moderators, the best members, all of the members. Thank you all for being here, all of the moderators and all of the subscribers and all of the new people that came in who are watching now and watching later. If you have not yet subscribed to Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot or Wisdom Seeker Joan, please do so. And the moderators were putting in the information throughout the show. Also, it's in all of our show notes below the show here. Thank you so very much. Please do have a wonderful Saturday night. And check out Scott. He's going to be on for the next couple of hours.
Yeah.
I'm done for the evening. Where are you going to be, Scott? What time?
At 5, Sabrina will be on my channel through Tree of Life Guidance. And then I've got an 8 o'clock and then 11 at the Slumber Party at Sherry Voices from the Swamp.
Wonderful. So
All
go
Eastern.
on over. Oh, sorry.
All Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm. And please do go on over and check out Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. You'll have a wonderful, magical time. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks for hosting, Jean.
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos.